And in the game, the Doom really just can make the Darkseer's game pretty hard if you get to Doom some search target, or and you can also go for these hour items slash maybe get a purge yourself as a spell. So yeah, it's an interesting pick from Omega Gaming. It's a good hero, but it's not the best Darkseer game already. I can see it.
Yeah. And they are starting to ban the right heroes. Like Beast Coast will probably still need a 5. Assuming this is the 4 Tusk, they take out Enchantress. That's one of the big dispels. Very good against Darkseer. Oracle, the other big one. And there it is. Omega thought about it for a few seconds, and they come to their senses.
Yeah, I mean, those heroes are good against Darkseer on the lane, but like I've seen some teams playing against them. The thing is that when you later have this Tiny with Iron Shell and Surge running at this Enchantress and Oracle, they just feed you as well. Like, you're good on the lane, but you might just get fucked in the game later on. So um, I would say they're fine bans. I think if you don't have anything else, I think they're fine to heroes to ban because they're obviously still good against Darkseer on the lane. But I can definitely see that people have started to get ideas like playing against these heroes as well as Darkseer.
Well, now the Ember banned out alongside the Viper, so a lot of these really good tempo mid laners.
Yeah.
Some solid bans from Beast Coast. Maybe they want to play kind of fast. I think all 3 of those heroes are pretty good against like a really aggressive lane lineup.
They can be pretty annoying. I think Ember in particular has been getting a lot of attention right now. People really like the hero and can be really just like this fast hero doesn't really need items. I mean, items are nice, but only needs basic levels and maybe like some face boot, and you can just run around the map and make some good stuff happen. So it's a good ban. I think it's gonna be annoying as well to deal with it. So a lot of mid heroes getting out of the pool for sure.
Crystal
Yeah.
Maiden. All right.
It's okay. It's like it's a nice hero against Tusk. It's not like the best hero, but it's pretty nice for the lane.
Yeah.
It's just like it's kind of like when you pick the Crystal Maiden, you just kind of get a Crystal Maiden. You don't really doesn't really like it's not a bad hero. It's not like a very great hero. It's just like a fine hero that you can pick, and I feel like that's kind of how I feel about Crystal Maiden. The aura is nowadays not so good in my opinion. People have started to go for more for the spell build kind of. You skill your like frostbite and the nova more, so you can bring some damage and some lockdown and slows. So that's kind of the nice thing. And I think it's a pretty good laner. Like I think you can play some nice tri lanes. You can play okay dual lanes with this hero. So.
They've got really good options against Darkseer, though. Both these supports counteract what he likes to do to some degree. Ice Shards and also the Disruption. Plus, Shadow Demon has a Purge.
Yeah, so right now they're answering this Darkseer quite a lot. I like this Doom and Shadow Demon pick. They picked, okay. They even picked Sven into Shadow Demon and Doom. Alright. I think that's a ballsy move from Omega Gaming because I wouldn't say that's I wouldn't like to pick Sven here into these heroes. I feel like there's a potential that hero can just get kited a lot in the against all of those 3 heroes. I mean, Sven can be good against Doom as well, but at the same time, I feel like it's you're gonna okay. So Viscos is gonna they're gonna counter your carry with their carry as well, and you're already playing against a lot of heroes that have a lot of like this spells that can't go through BKB, so you can't really do the BKB route, and you have like this annoying slows, annoying saves that can always disjoint your stuns and stuff like that. So there is annoying stuff with that.
Well, now they take the Bat Rider, so Beast Coast going to let them ban out a few more position 1s.
Oh yeah, this is actually I think I know what this is though. This is gonna be a carry Doom. I'm pretty sure. I think Hector is one of those guys who plays Doom carry. I think I have like a feeling out of that. And it's a good hero against the Darkseer, like I said. You will have a free lane. I actually feel like it's a Doom carry. They're gonna put Pathrider offlane, and they're gonna pick mid here on the last pick. That's what I'm thinking at least.
That would be pretty cool. And he is one of those heroes that has the flexibility to do that. I don't know what the carry Doom build looks like. Probably just like phase drum, blink,
Yeah, it's. I think you can have a lot of options. It's kind of how the player preferences. I think. I mean, I've seen Hector at least in the past go for like a Radiance, but I don't think it's. I don't think it's realistic here. But then again, I think Hector is a greedy guy, so he could even go for like a Midas. Who knows what he will go for? I mean, it can still be. It doesn't need to be the carry, but that's what I'm feeling. But talking about the Omega Gaming Heroes a bit, I did say that it is not the best Sven game. But what I do like about it is that they do have this really good Tarkseer, Tiny, Sven. Like they have this good wall vacuum combo that they can do some really sick stuff with if they get to execute it well. So
That's
there
true.
is that at least.
And that was kind of what held them together last game, having this team fight that they could rely on. And it made some space for them. It gave them some breathing room in the match, so maybe they can do it again. Queen of Pain and Invoker both banned out, two great team fighting type cores, and now we'll have to see Omega play something different in the mid. And they banned the Life Stealer. That's one of the carries that handles the Darkseer just fine and pairs pretty nicely with the Bat Rider. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm curious if they've read this as a potential position 1 Doom as well.
Yeah.
Like Juggernaut could be another reasonable ban here. Someone else that plays fast, good against Darkseer.
Yeah, I mean it can be very likely be made as well. What I like, I know that also Chris like has been playing it. It's not a bad mid Doom game, but like I said, I think they have a lot of options here. What they want to do on these guys. If they were to look for like a carry, trying to think what is the best. Faces Void is banned out. Could be a decent Ursa game. Like one of the better heroes against Ven. There's a bit annoying playing against Darkseer on the lane, but I think you're pretty good against Sven, and something that I think he likes to play.
Hey, there's the Jug ban.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice ban. Works well with against the Darkseer and stuff as well. Maybe Morphling as well could be something for Beast Coast. If they look for a carry. If they look for a mid hero, maybe go for a Necrophos or something like that as well.
Yeah, a kind of like weirdly flexible draft. And they can grab a hero like Necro and still switch things around depending on what this last pick is from Omega. Like Doom or Bat could already go mid. And if you grab another hero here that doubles as a mid laner.
Alchemist, maybe. No, it's okay.
Okay, well, here's a Beast Coast classic. Certainly something they like.
Yeah. I mean, this is it's a fine hero against the Sven. Like I said, I think you had some carry, like you're gonna be able to counter this Sven, and Ursa is kind of one of those heroes. So I would already say that this Sven will have quite of a hard game, and his team has to do a lot in order for the Sven to be able to do much in the team fights. They already have like Purge that goes through his BKB. They have Doom. They have Snowball saves for his stance. The Batrider is gonna be annoying for the lane. There's gonna be a lot of things that Sven is not gonna be enjoying to play against in this game, but like I said, it's a lot on his team to make it like work. And last game they were able to do it, so I think Omega Gaming can definitely still like. I think their lineup. I like the way they have at least drafted like their lineup. It's very it like works very well with each other. Like not like too long cooldowns, and they can just kind of run around, do stuff all the time. Once when Beast Coast Beast Coast doesn't have that great lineup, so I think we're gonna see a lot of fighting in this game.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And now Omega take the Naga. Very interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. So is this Tiny mid and Sven 4? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Because
Sven 4. Ooh, that doesn't sound so good.
It doesn't sound that good, but it is something at least that is. I don't know, like, I don't know if you would want to put Sven and Naga in the same team. Well, it does look like it's gonna be a mid Naga and carry Sven. Okay. Well, that's.
I think so. Unless
expect.
they're gonna do some sort of role swap. Yeah, it's Mingate Sven, Dark Mago, Naga Siren. Oscar takes the Darkseer, and it's a Tiny and CM support duo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Omega Gaming going away from the way they displayed, completely going to like a different build type of stuff. Sven mid. I am interested to see what this guy can do.
Well, so Sven Vid, versus Doom mid.
Actually, no. Yeah. I mean, it's a Sven carry. It's a Naga mid.
Oh, yeah,
at
I'm
least
sorry.
at least their players are like that. Like Dark Mago
Yeah.
is their mid player, Mingada is their carry player. So
Yeah. Sorry,
okay.
I meant to say Naga there. But so it's going to be a melee on melee mid.
Yeah.
I don't know how Naga is going to fare against Doom. I've never seen that matchup. The
I think Doom is
Infernal.
completely fine on that lane. I think I think it's gonna be a trade lane. Like I think both of them are just gonna farm on that lane. Once in the bottom lane, no, I think that lane is gonna be fine. But I'm still think. Sorry about that. They could have thought. I think they could think about putting the Naga against the Batrider, because I don't think you want to have the Sven against the Batrider just for the sake of you're gonna get those napalms and you don't really want to lane. At least you have the purge factor on the Naga illusions, so you can do something against the Batrider.
Excited to see how this one will shake out.
Yeah, it does look like they're gonna put Naga mid here. Okay.
I mean, Naga playing from mid, that means you can, I guess you sort of have to be a little bit more active. Maybe you go for the Diffusal first instead of Manta first. It will be cool to compare the different builds and play styles, because last game we saw the pretty extreme AFK farm Naga until she was at somewhat critical mass with like 4 items, and then she kind of took over.
It's kind of like either one of them has to go for like a build that plays with this team, because there's no way Naga and the Sven can play. Like I don't think Sven can go for like a minus and Naga can go like a Manta and then just look to farm. I don't think that's realistic. So I think maybe even this Sven could be there like the space maker. Go for like some drums build, threats drums, just run it with your team. I'm not sure if that's gonna be too good, but you have drafted a lineup like this. I feel like it's gonna be too greedy if you wanna be farming with both of these Naga and Sven, because I don't think there's gonna be enough space for these heroes to farm like that much.
Rune spawn. Are we gonna see some level 1 skirmishing?
Does look like they're just gonna trade the runes.
Yeah, both
Trade heroes on
sides.
both lanes.
Yeah, they look to go aggro and don't find it, so ends up being the 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Tiny hanging out in mid. Boots first. Scofy.
So I think. All right. Let's see how these lanes are gonna set up. I'm curious to see. Stinger goes for a Basilius build and he's nuking this first wave. They want to kill that Iron Shell target so he doesn't get to farm for free. But he still gets in the Iron Shell anyway.
It's a nice item on the Shadow Demon.
Yeah. Needs to stop now though.
Oh, 5 stacks on the CM down bottom. Doesn't get the 6th.
A lot of damage going in the dark sphere there. He used to salve. Yeah, this side lanes, talking a little bit about them. I feel like both offlaners should have kind of nice time once these like lanes keep going. With levels, I feel like Batrider should have a pretty nice lane, and at the same time, I think Darkseer should also, with like level 3, level 4. I don't think they can do too much with Ursa and Shadow Demon realistically in this lane. And the mid lane, I feel like all these lanes are kind of go like trading. I don't see much happening. I think it's gonna be on Tusk and Tiny to make some rotations, and then we're gonna see some stuff happening. We'll see.
So it's going to be CM Sven down bottom, and this is a Tusk Batrider off lane. Definitely some kill threat. They don't have the best tools to deal with Batrider. Sven, he's like pretty tanky, so he's somewhat resilient. He's got the War Cry eventually for some movement speed. But as Bat gets some more levels, it can be pretty annoying.
Yeah, it could be pretty annoying. I mean, Batrider, like, I like what Schofield is doing as well. His only thing he cares about is blocking this camp and not letting the CM pull. And once they have the lane control, like they do, Whisper is getting all the solo XP, and now he's gonna be level 3 soon, and they can actually pressure this lane really well. So the Sven is gonna be pretty annoyed here soon. I like a lot what Schofield is doing. It's really smart. Because his levels is not that important in this lane, but the Batrider is.
Yeah. Giving it all to the Bat. And some eyes on the mid. Let's see how Doom is doing against the Naga. Looks pretty darn even. Mago with a slight deny advantage.
Yeah, it's pretty much of a trade lane, I would say. I mean, you have this Devour on Doom, and then you get to just push the lane with Scorched Earth, but at the same time, Naga can kind of also be annoying for the Doom because he doesn't have armor. Or
I
if
was
you get
just thinking that, like, the Riptide is actually really effective against Doom.
Yeah, if the Doom gets lucky though, and he finds Ice Ogre, or he's just gonna be completely fine. There is actually an Ice Ogre there, but I'm not sure if he's gonna look for it. Oh, he's gonna find it here, yeah. So now I think he should be completely fine. That's gonna be a difference maker.
Oh. We'll fight up top. Stinger, he's okay. Oscar, he'll surge away.
Yeah. It's like a lot of harassment going, like everyone kind of having a stick on each lane. Just really good in this game right now.
Yeah, you were right about the lanes. It's like both sides have a little bit of kill threat and like a lot of harassment and stuff. So both sides are playing this game of chicken where they're like really nervous to commit because they're so close to being killed kind of at any moment. We see down bottom like the Sven all of a sudden 4 stacks. Trying to slow him down, but a stick that completely picks up Mingate, and Whisper a little bit low, but he'll be fine. Panda just throwing in right clicks.
Oh, Mr. Schofield. Okay, there's a skill.
First blood up top on INS.
Yeah. They're gonna go and Whisper here a bit.
Oh.
Okay. It's just it's kind of a trade lane, I think. Battle is happy, but at the same time, Sven is also pretty happy the ways they're going. Because the thing is that it is a task, so task can kind of offer a certain amount on the lane. The CM is constantly harassing them and just making them be on low HP, so they can't commit for these kills. Schofield is looking to. Okay, just running down mid. Okay, I thought he was gonna like go for the top play for the bounties, but he's gonna go back bottom.
There's a dive up top now. K1 in the tree line. And this is a pretty easy kill onto the Ursa. And now Stinger. Are they going to dive this? No. Okay. I'll let him live for now. That's a nice kill, of course, right before bounties. That'll secure both up top for the Radiant. And bottom lane should be going both to the Dire. Sven onto Schofield, but on the other side, the CM tries to TP out. That won't happen. Mingate, he's going to run in for the rune. Very nice. That'll be 3 for the Radiant. And, yeah, by very nice, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it
really
is
nice for Whisper. Let's put it that way. That's a double kill for this bat.
Nice for Whisper and nice for Schofield, because Schofield was giving all this XP. Now he gets some kills, so he also gets some XP. So I think beastcoast is more happy with that. Getting the carry kill as well is a pretty big deal. But at the same time, top lane as well, like I talked about, this lane is going to start getting more and more annoying for the Ursa to stay. The level 3 Iron Shell with the Surge, the Tiny, there's so much burst potential. It's insane, like this Ursa can just die.
Yeah. Double Ion Shell is super deadly. And the Shadow Demon is a little bit limited on what he can do. You know, it's like Shadow Poison's kind of annoying, but it doesn't have that same punch, and his save is sort of a temporary save against a combo like this. In some ways, it's a setup for the Tiny.
Yeah. So Oscar's just gonna go back to base, and then they're gonna look to play aggressive again. I do like that Stinger's playing really aggressive on this lane, so it at least allows Hector to be able to farm some creeps here. Because if he doesn't play with his body here, it's gonna be a lot on Hector that is gonna be the one who's gonna be targeted.
Up top now, INS. They'll set up.
Get Church here, it might be fine.
Okay, Oscar with the save, snowball in. It's close, but INS able to live.
Actually, Stinger's just gonna die here.
He's gonna come back for it. And down bottom, a dive from Whisper. That's a flaming lasso. Finds the kill onto Mingate. So trade around the map will favor beastcoast.
Yep, Whisper is pretty happy. Might kill Inns here as well.
Toss across.
Does have a stun though.
Yeah. TP not going to be there for the Tiny, or will it?
Surge.
Oh,
Fine.
Panda dies down bottom. 3 heroes from the Dire up top, and the Surge is enough. Now they jump in onto Oscar.
Just they can't fight it in the Iron Shells, that's the problem. But Whisper having a really good time, getting a lot of kills, like a lot of XP. He's gonna have a fast travels in this game. He's gonna be able to do a lot. At the same time, the mid lane, yeah, with the ice armor and with the levels, the Doom is definitely gonna outfarm the Naga. Just like Devour, how it works as well.
Yeah.
But Naga is still farming well as well, so.
It's a trade. You'd expect Doom to be head with Max Devour, but it seems that you were right about the ice armor. It has completely changed the dynamic of this lane, and now Chris Luck can tank these illusions, feel just fine. So mid, let's call it even though Doom has a slight advantage. Bat Rider winning down bottom. And up top, so we're going to see trades in both lanes. Ursa, he's getting chased down. K1 just barely outranges it, but there's the surge, the jump, and he's still going to fall. On the other side, Stinger does go down, but Schofield looking for the counter kill. INS, he'll drop aggro. And now Schofield.
Schofield too. Okay. A bit low on Tiny, but if they get the HP, I think they can just run at him and dive him.
Yeah, and now this top lane kind of tipping back in favor of Omega. So a very even laning phase, all things considered. 5-5. Now less than 1K net worth lead for Omega.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good for Omega though. They're like farming really well, and they have also have a somewhat, I would say they have a way more greedier lineup. So I think they're happy how the game is flowing right now for them. Their supports are also having, at least like the Tiny is having a great time. Like he's gonna have a fast blink in this game, like a really fast.
And a great bait here from the Tiny, kind of sets it up for Oscar. Gets a vacuum back into the wall. The Doom comes out though as Chris Luck rotates. Schofield not going to be able to live, nor will the Darkseer. They might still be able to get the deny though. No, K1's there. Chris Luck now getting a little low, but so is the Tiny. A lot of damage being traded in this fight. The Tiny goes down, and now the Doom falls to the Naga. K1 still pretty healthy, trying to bring down Panda. There's Song of the Siren. No point in overpower yet, so the Ursa not as deadly as he'd normally be.
Yeah, just get the Tiny kill streak, so that's a nice little kill there for Hector. Overall, still pretty how to say, pretty close game, like pretty even game. Both offlaners having a good time. Like I don't think anyone from the course is kind of like sad in this game. I would say, like the reason I would say Omega game is feeling better because the Tiny has such a good game, but I feel like every core has a pretty good game. I don't think any of them has like a bad game.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
I guess I'm surprised that the Bat Rider is so low, but he's obviously had a pretty good setup with all these kills, and the bots
so he had a lot of kills, but he was still like losing. Like you can see the last hits, like he has almost like Sven almost has the double of him. So there was a lot of like still he wasn't able to get the last hits, even though he gets the kills. So
pretty hard against Sven with the Quelling Blade. Chris Luck now in a little far, and the double damage Sven gonna help set this up to be a very easy takedown.
They're getting active on Sven, so as well I like he's coming there just to throw some stuns, giving them some stuff. So it's the thing that they need to do in this game.
And Scofie also found out and brought down.
Sven even using the ultimate made, and he just wants to push his tier 1. But the Whisper is here with the travels, so this could be a deadly push for him.
Well, it's a cool idea to use the Sven ult like this and get active, but unfortunately, Mingate will write a check that his ass cannot cash, Peksu.
Yeah, that was okay. I mean, he's getting active at least, but he is feeding.
Too active in this case.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of play. If you want to do that, probably want to bring a little backup. You know, have like a surge there on demand to try to save you. A Tiny ready to throw an avalanche or something. Doing that by yourself is bold.
Yeah, I might kill Ince here. Nice charge.
Ooh, very nice knockback. Easy kill now.
So yeah, we didn't talk too much about that, but the Bat Rider having this travel so fast, it allows him to be kind of everywhere on the map all the time. So now, even though your lanes kind of went well as well in Omega, you need to be really respecting this Bat Rider. He's high level, and he's ready to always come to these fights if it's needed. So.
Yeah, and the Naga, she is going to go Manta first, so same build as last game, and she's actually highest level on the map. And net worth-wise, she's taken over. So Mago is ramping up, slow and steady.
Yep. He's just gonna be farming, and that's kind of how it's gonna be for the. It's gonna be a lot of just like 4 heroes to make moves and make space for the Naga. Schofield.
He's in some trouble. The Bat Rider's coming though. Makes it in. Maybe the turnaround. Whisper, no lasso. Snowball across onto Panda. There's the punch and drops the shards. He got his whole combo out before he died, and now the lasso is going to stop that salve, and Whisper gets a double. K1 here, maybe looking to help in the cleanup. Heard they were hiring janitors, and now the setup from Stinger. Knock back a beautiful flame break, and INS likely to fall. Look at that turn rate. No options for the Rockman. The toss back, but Stinger will hit him with a little bit of the Shadow Poison release.
Yeah, there's also Doom going around the mid. Chris Luck is chasing, but he's going to get that kill though.
So Mago lives. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Yep. They might get a tower for this, because they're dead on Tiny. Doesn't look like they want to commit for it. But yeah, overall, just a very, very close game. Like, even though there's a lot of stuff happening, like we kind of predicted, but still, like, neither of the team is taking lead. And I'm trying to think who this favors. The rest is going for a Battlefield build, so he's going to scale either way. So I think normally I would say Omega Gaming here, but I think with this Battlefield build, I think they might just be completely fine on the Beast Coast farming. It's also curious to see what the Doom goes for. Does he go for a Radiance build, or does he go for more like a Shivas or something like that and just be annoying frontliner in these fights? It does feel a bit bad going Radiance when you're playing against Darkseid, because you're gonna also give that Radiance to the enemy team. So
yeah, unlike the Shadow Demon trick, not so easy to turn it off before the wall. So yep, you're absolutely right. It feels slightly worse, but still a very good item. And it's like doubles as a farming item, of course, on Doom. So it gives Chris Luck this ability to really take over the game and still be able to turn up to fights and do big damage. He's stalking them right now, but they'll finally see him in vision of a sentry, and the Luck Man won't be so lucky with this one. Schofield does come in with the save, though, into INS, and maybe the turnaround. Chris Luck, can he live? No. Tiny still alive. They also get Stinger. Beast Coast, they lose 2, but now the cavalry's arrived. They found the Sven, and they'll end up trading 2 for 1. No. Mago. They want to fight this.
Yeah.
K1 on the run. Schofield back with the snowball, and Whisper, he's netted up, and he is done. That's a huge streak going the way of Dark Mago.
We're going to get K1 as well.
Oh.
This tiny boy is doing a lot of work in this game. He's going to have a blink now as well. Really, really good stuff from Oscar and like Inst. They're just playing really well together with these iron shells and just the power of this combo. Non-stop pressure, non-stop threats on the map.
Well, that's a 5-man wipe now. They get Schofield as the battle for the bounties breaks out. So Dire should get Radiant should get all 4 runes here, and that will even further this lead of Omega more. That's like a 3,000 net worth gain in the last 2 minutes, something like that.
Yep.
Very much in control.
A lot of good moves from Omega like in the last 2-3 minutes, and they're making this somewhat of a greedy lineup work pretty well right now. Like the Naga is farming and getting bigger and bigger, and I think it's gonna be a hard hero to deal with. I mean, it's gonna be like what this diffusal timing. Not sure what the Beast Coast has to do, because Ursa still needs to farm at least 1 or 2 more items before he feels really strong. Chris Luck is getting big a bit though, so that is gonna be a big item to have for them.
Slow and steady though. Dire, they've got a lot of cooldowns. Chris Luck with Doom. BKB up at about 300 gold.
Yeah, the BKB is getting closer. Once with the BKB, I feel like they can do some stuff with Beast Coast. They do have to respect the power of the song and like just the overall team fight of Omega, which is pretty hard. Like even with the BKB, I still feel like it's gonna be really hard to take fights. And they see them on the vision here. They might just kill K1 again.
Schofield intercepts the rotation. K1 still gonna get caught though. There's the ulti. A lot of follow-up, nice toss back, avalanche combo, Whisper on the way. Chris Luck still nearby. K1, can they keep him alive? No. Schofield, he's also down. Actually, K1 is still alive. Whoa.
Yeah.
They turned it on to INS. They get Oscar. I can't believe it. This could be a turnaround. BKB from Chris Luck expires. He's dropped the Doom on Naga, it looks like. She's been repelled, but does survive again.
He might, yeah. So, I mean, I can say Beast Coast is probably happy about that. Not, they do get some kills. They keep the Hector one alive, so they might even get Dark Mago here, or then he might just die himself.
Song of the Siren. Tusk comes rolling in, and TP will go off.
Yeah.
They'll find Panda, though.
Here.
So a little consolation prize. Tiny jumps in, gets the Invis rune. No detection.
Yep.
All right. So a good fight for Beast Coast.
Yeah, it's just a lot of action going on, but I would still say Omega Gaming is the winner of these situations, because the Naga is keeping to survive in these fights, and at the same time he keeps scaling, and he's gonna be able to join these fights as well. And once he gets that hard timing, I don't feel like they have much damage for the Naga right now. So, but at least, like what I said, there is a Hector farming, and if that guy can get farmed and get big, there is some tools for them to fight.
Easy pick mid on that Doom. Not even a chance to BKB.
Nicely killed there. Now they're in the Russian as well. Okay. So Omega Gaming kind of doing the same. I think they've been good in both of these games right now. I think they have done well in their lanes, and they have also been able to do the laning stage into like a nice way of playing. So that this time it's gonna be again. I think they're gonna be in the charge, and it's gonna be like their game to lose kind of right now.
Initiation on the Schofield. They'll get Roche, and then maybe a free pick as well. The shards not going to help him out. All right. Aegis on the Naga.
Aegis on Naga gonna make that hero pretty much unkillable right now. And he doesn't care, he's just gonna run in. Sven is going for, I like the Sven build as well, like going for the halberd. Realizes that he doesn't need to be the one going for more, like, I mean, halberd overall is just a good item, but especially when you're playing against the Ursa. Very, very nice little benefit of like going for this lineup. You have this, Sven can still be in front, have the iron shells, you have the stun with the vacuum as well, and you can be a kind of an initiator in a way as well with the Sven.
Well, they are putting the pressure on. Tier 2 up top, getting pretty low, and it doesn't look like Beast Coast want to mount much of a defense. Ursa still ramping up. He's got the Battle Fury, but working on Manta and pretty far away. Doom pulling up 1,600 gold, and Bat, he's had the blink and looking for Yule's Scepter next. So one of the scarier things for Beast Coast, like, it doesn't really feel like there's some big game changer around the corner. You know, it's like Naga's just going to keep ramping up, and you know, they're going to have to win this by making crazy plays like this. There's no Naga here.
Yeah.
Could this work? It's a good back wall combo. Now they get broken apart by the flame break. They lose Stinger, and even this ends up not being a very good fight. Lasso onto the Sven. He gets doomed, so Mengate is going to fall. K1 just trying to live, and almost does, but INS comes in to finish him off. They're low on damage, but they might still get Oscar. Panda also dies. A super messy fight, and it is going okay for Beast Coast. INS TP's out, and now that Naga's here, I think the remaining members of BC will head for the hills. INS actually sticks around, and they'll be able to set up this kill. A 3-on-1 against the Naga. The raid boss is here, and Mago decides to be a little bit careful. I mean, that's one way to do it. If you can pick fights when the Naga is on the other side of the map and there's nowhere to TP to, hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, that is for sure like kind of a big mistake from Omega. Sure, the game is still in their hands, but when they make these kind of plays and they lose those fights, anytime one of those cores survive, they're gonna get to have like these bigger items. Like this Shiva, for example, in Doom, is gonna be a really good item. Obviously, it's still a long time for him to get it, but that item is gonna make a big difference in the fight as well. So you need to be careful with this type of plays when you don't have your Naga around.
The Sven Aghanims, not far. One piece left. So that'll be another tool for Omega.
It's gonna be a nice item for the Sven, so he can just try to find the Shadow Demon in the fight and just burst that hero, since that hero is pretty annoying for them constantly in the fights. So yeah. But there's a heart now on Naga, so there is still this problem. That fight was 4v5, and they still almost lost that fight. I mean, they didn't almost lose the fight, but it was still pretty close. So once the Naga is in those fights, it's gonna be hard for beastcoast right now.
Yeah, and he's switching his items around. So also curious what he buys after the heart. If it's Scotty, Butterfly, maybe goes for the Basher. Couple of options.
Yeah, he has a lot of options. I'm trying to think as well. Scotty doesn't feel that bad. Even potentially like a nullifier. I mean, I guess that item is not too good on Naga. He kind of wants that. So yeah, I think he has a lot of options. He could go for the butterfly because I don't think the Ursa is going to have an MKB anytime soon. He knows that he's going for BKB, and he has the Yasha show. I don't think there's going to be MKB for at least like next 5 minutes for the Ursa. So the butterfly could be something.
Yeah. Ursa feels like such a different hero when he goes Battle Fury. You know, like he actually gets to spend time farming, and he ends up scaling pretty well. Certainly not as much as a Naga does, and he's a good, 4,000 gold behind. So it's not great, but I guess like looking at the win percent, like 87-13, I guess I would say if Beast Coast could take another fight like the one they just did, there still might be a little bit of hope for this Ursa to like look like a really threatening carry. The pick-off potential for BC is still quite big.
Yeah, I mean, at least when he has like this Battle Fury, it's gonna allow him to scale, and like I think Ursa still, it's a pretty good Ursa game once you get like, I would say 3 more items. I mean, the game keeps going for like this. It might happen that he gets those items. I want to go Naga here. He has the Aegis, so I don't know about this.
Yeah, this is bold. There's the Song of the Siren. Okay, misfire there on the Sven stun. Not a big deal. And now the back combo into wall. Tiny there on the side. Stinger going to be in trouble, but they don't get any more, at least not yet. K1 down low. He's already ulted. It's a great ult from Panda. Now Chris Luck being chased down behind the tower, and they're going to sack it and instead just push the other lanes. Schofield's cutting mid, and the Bat Rider heads bottom. A disastrous fight for Beast Coast, though. Another 2,500 gold swing as they get the Tier 2 tower to boot and head up high ground.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Rex as well. I don't think there's anything Beast Coast can do about that. It's a little bit sloppy there. I don't know why they expect that they can kill the Naga like that. Even though if they would kill him, they would just come with the Aegis. So I don't think that was too good from them. But
yeah, but even with the Aegis, like if you're committed to trying to make that play, you probably need to use a lasso or something just to displace him. Like they took that fight in like dream territory for Omega. They'll burn the lasso back here, killing INS. There was a long chase going on between him and Schofield. Yeah. So Whisper helps with that. Now Oscar's here to find this turnaround kill potentially. And the Sven Vergini comes in. He flies right over the ice shards. Look at that, though. That's a crafty play from Schofield.
That's a nice one. At the same time, Whisper also killed 2 couriers. So that's like 1,000 gold going for them right now there as well. Schofield is going to die here, I think. But, oh, you see? Yeah, he should die.
He should. And another Yules. He's definitely making space right now. That was a joke in my head for a moment, and now it's like, okay, that was a pretty legit chase. That was 4 heroes.
That was a lot of space. They did lose the mid-rack, so obviously I think Omega Gaming is not too unhappy with that. But at the same time, Whisper is also... Okay, actually he went for BKB. I thought he was going to go for the Radiance. He had the Radiance and the money for it, but no, the BKB is also good, so... They're going to have 3 BKBs now on the side of Beast Coast. So I think right now, they're going to have the best chance to take a fight. If they can buy a little bit more time and get Chris like the Shiva, it's going to be also a great tool.
Man, not too
But right
far.
now, I think Beast Coast, it's the best chance for Beast Coast to take a fight right now.
Double BKB debut. Let's see it. There's the Guardian Greaves on Darkseer. aura items for him. Also rocking the Pipe of Insight right now.
Yeah, yes, just going for the auras. It's pretty nice. It's not the best pipe game, but I think it's alright anyway to go for it. Maybe something like a Vlad would have been a bit better than what I would have liked, but I think it's still alright.
Here it is, initiation on the K1, pops the ult, on the run, disarmed, BKB, knocked back, Bat Rider, oh no, Whisper does get off the BKB, pops the lasso. Could this still turn? The Tusk now getting destroyed. They are going to go 1-for-1 as Sven jumps in. Another good ult from Panda. Chris Luck still uses BKB. He's here. He's got the Doom. Holding it for now, but that's the Shivas. Breaking this fight up. Now running low. Brought down by the Naga Sven combo. Chris Luck's just dead. Still has the Doom, but no buyback.
There's a lot of stacks on Flame Break on himself right now. The
Song of the Siren. This will reset, and now Ursa is going to be in some trouble. 25 seconds. All right, not the ideal Sven stun, but that's okay. Disarm. Ursa's still in some trouble. Whisper, he's very fast. You always think this Bat Rider's dead, and then he cruises away.
Yeah,
and
they have this nice idea with the stun. I think you can even stun during the sleep, but it doesn't execute it properly. I think they could have probably killed them both there, but it's a little bit poor execution. But anyway, still Omega Gaming obviously in a great position in the game. That fight was kinda okay for beastcoast still, because they didn't at least lose the racks. If Doom is there a bit earlier, the fight could be even better, but
yeah, he was trying to get the Shivas before they started the fight.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was discombobulated, and it ends up not being a great BKB reveal. So Doom is down to 6 and 9 seconds on K1 as well as Whisper. But 11-1 and 7 on Whisper. He's on fire again, and he actually still has Radiance queued up with 2,900 gold in the bank. His farm is pretty insane, actually. All 3 cores of the Dire are right there with each other.
I like the Radiance. I feel like he needs to scale a lot in this game as well in order for them to do well. However, he might get a bot now.
Yeah, stepping out a little too far, and they've got the reinforcements.
Maybe TP out.
BKB, there it is. TP home. Whisper. He's good.
That's a lot of space again. Yeah,
risky, though. Very well could have been one more hero there, and then that gets a lot more threatening.
It could have been, but they have to take risks at this point in the game because like they're so much behind. They have to push these lanes.
Yeah.
They're not gonna win the game by just hitting the base, so they have to do plays like that in order to win this game.
Well, how about this one, Peksu, the old double damage into Roche?
That's the classic right there, and that's gonna be a quick one.
Oh man!
No, that's.
Dota Plus says 96% to 4%. I feel like it might be a little better than that for Beast Coast. They're in a really bad spot, but they still have 2 full lanes of barracks. 4% is pretty low.
I would say
Aegis will make it hard.
Like 5 to 10%. I think they're just a bit more experienced team, so that's why I'm giving it to them. I feel like if it was the opposite sides, maybe I would give a bit better, but I think Beast Coast can still win a fight. I think it's gonna be a lot on this, like how they fight around their base. If they ever get to, if Omega Gaming ever gets to fight outside the base, I feel like they're just gonna win the fight anyway. Inside the base, it might be a bit hard with the buybacks, but they definitely like are in a really good position on Omega Gaming. And with this Aegis as well.
I think the butterfly does pose a pretty significant issue. It's so close to being done. And, I mean, MKB is queued up, but Q is the right word. He needs the Basher before that, the key item on Ursa. So,
a lot of items as well. Like, he's going to do the Manta as well. Like, he also has the Manta recipe, so he's going to finish that first as well. And then start going for whatever item he wants to go for next, if it's Basher or MKB. The good thing is at least the Batra is going for a Radiance, so if he can get that Radiance before they get to pressure high ground, it can be a really good tool to help to deal with the Naga. He's getting closer as well.
Well, Hopefully our pause doesn't last too long here.
Yeah.
All right, Pexu, you've got to play one Dota hero for the rest of your life. Can't switch it up. Only that hero. What are you playing? What's your pick? What's your lifetime? Who are you going down with?
Probably Rubik. That's just a very fun hero to play.
Okay.
And can almost never be boring with Rubik. Always fun.
All right. That's a really good answer. Who's your number 2? That answer's too good. Rubik's like a cheat answer. Fuck.
Okay, I'm trying to think. That's a hard one. Well,
I guess, Prophet might be pretty high up there because you could play a variety of roles.
Yeah, but if it's like something that I like to playing as well, maybe Pango or Coddle. I like those heroes a lot as well.
Pango's a good suggestion. That's just a fun hero.
It is a fun hero for sure.
Yeah. That is one of the best designed heroes, I think, in Dota. Like, he has a very unique mechanic, and he just very synergistic. He's sort of an off-laner, but scales surprisingly well, too. I've had a couple games where, like, a Pango gets Ags with Basher and all the, like, you know, Maelstrom or Mjolnir, MKB, and it's like, he just wiped our whole team, guys. Their off-laner is now the carry. That's also a pretty rare dynamic from a position 3 type hero.
Yeah, it's a fun hero for sure.
You ever play mid Pango?
Yeah, I played some games mid Pango when I'm forced to kind of that role, but yeah, it's a fun hero.
When I get bullied into playing mid.
Yeah, it happens sometimes in my games.
Yeah, mid is just not... I like working with a lane mate. I like the 2v2 dynamic. The 1v1's a little too stressful. Playing mid in Dota reminds me of why I stopped playing StarCraft. You know, without the team dynamic, it's just you. You know, you're just relying on your pure skill, and that's daunting sometimes.
Yeah, it kind of feels bad. Like if you're not like that mid player kind of player, and you play, it's not meant for everyone. There's definitely like there's a lot of stuff that you need to know, and a lot of stuff you need to do well that you can. And you can just outplay people very much.
It's a different personality type. Like at every LAN I've been to, every time I talk to a mid player, like their approach to the game is very aggro. It's like they get pleasure out of every single deny. Like, dude, I'm fucking his life up. I'm making it harder for him. They really get off on that, and I'm a little more. I like playing Dazzle. I saved my carry. Woohoo! You know, I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I'm looking to counteract it. Mid players are like the strikers in soccer.
Yeah, that's true. I can kind of agree on that.
I'm a defender. You know, I'm just looking to high-five the goalie. Well, here we go. Roshan, halfway dead and going to fall uncontested. Dire not going to be able to get there fast enough. So, Aegis Cheese now in the hands of Omega.
It's a very strong Naga right now. I'm not sure how they're going to kill the Naga when... But yeah, they have the best thing that they just have to wait in high ground. There's no way beastcoast wants to fight outside of base, so they just have to let them come there and then try to fight with buybacks and stuff like that. I would ideally they want to get the Radiance on Batrider before that happens, but it might be too much farm.
Could end up like before the Shiva's Guard, where it's like, I'm really close, but that extra 10 seconds sort of cost us this whole fight because we've already lost.
Yep.
And maybe we'll see that here. Backdoor protection gets broken. Tier 3 is already at half HP. Buyback status a bit rough for both sides. Only 4 heroes have it right now. Tusk and Batrider on the Dire, and Darkseer Crystal Maiden on the Radiant.
They need to try to kill the backlines, the supports, I feel like, on beastcoast in order to win the fight.
Yep. I mean, this is really nice. The Naga's playing far forward, but oh my god. 4 hero. Where's the follow-up? Sven's there. The BKBs get popped by most. Schofield dies and buys back. Whisper lives, gets off lasso somewhere. But Doom's going to go on the Sven. That's a nice kill. And somehow for Omega, this fight is not looking good. They're kind of ignoring the Naga and just killing everyone else. Panda and Oscar are down. Now Dark Mago kind of low on the high ground as INS gets brought down. Chris Luck does end up falling. So they've got a 4v1 right now. All right, a 3v1 right now.
But I still respect the Naga, though. I don't know. Not sure if they can kill her right now. I think he's just going to be fine.
Oh, they beg to differ. Snowball out. Scofie's like, I bought back for this, boys. We are killing this fish. And now Whisper's going to come in, and I think they're going to get her once. Schofield needs to be a little careful here. You don't want to feed. That's a dieback, buddy. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, not easy. It's not easy, but they're trying.
All right, they're going to go for it again. Now, remember, she's got this butterfly, so it's pretty tough.
I don't think this is happening, realistically.
BKB's up on Whisper. Vacuum back. The BKB's lasso. Firefly. K1. He's coming in. Darkseer really trying to save his bud. But is Batrider just going to die? No. Knocked back the boop. And Whisper does die to the illusions.
Okay. Well, a lot of stuff happened there. They maybe a little bit overconfident killing the Naga. I mean, like we said, it's a really hard kill. But at least it's a base hold for beastcoast. But they should know that Batrider doesn't have buyback because he just bought the Radiance from the side shop.
Uh-oh. K1 jumps in. Is INS in trouble? BKB's fresh. Mago comes in for the save, but Chris Luck has the magic immunity. Now they're stacking the ults as Panda pops it, but still great stuff onto K1. Now he's going to be sidelined. Looking like territory for a game 3. 4 heroes dead without buyback, and that's going to be it. GG. Ace match.
All right. Well, Omega Gaming bounced back, and I still feel like these 2 games, I think they have been like the stronger team in a way. I think they have been